Okay, so on the Tinkercad website, you're going to open a new design. You can look at our workspace here, you can move it around. We're going to go over to the geometric and grab a block and a cylinder. And we're just going to center the cylinder in the top of the block there. And we're going to go up so we can see it better and just extend the bottom of the block out a little bit to make a better shape. And you're going to click and drag to select and then group these items together so they're one thing now. And we're going to change our view and we're going to make this a little bit shorter. So you need to move up so you can see. And there we go. And just scale that down to about 4 millimeters. And then we're going to move the orientation down so that it is equal parts above and below our work plane. So we're going to select this and just resize it a little bit. I'm going to go for some relatively even numbers. So we're going to go for 40 millimeters wide and I think maybe 90 millimeters long, just for a round number. There we go. All right, now we can just change the color here. Oh, no, we're going to grab another cylinder. And we're just going to resize that to also 4 millimeters and just change the shape a little bit, make it smaller. This is going to be the part that the keychain actually goes through. So we're just going to move that over and check our orientation. Not quite right. You can also select whole there. There we go. Okay, we're going to move that down so that it is flush with the top of our other object. There we go. Okay, now you're going to click and drag again and group. All right, that looks pretty good. And let's just change the color to something slightly less obnoxious. A nice pastel. There we go. Okay, and let's just check, make sure everything looks good. And I'm going to grab another block. This is going to be our little inset in the keychain. We're just going to do some resizing here. And let's change our height. So we're going to make this 1 millimeter so that it doesn't go all the way through our original object. Let's move it up a little bit so that it's sitting on top of our keychain. We want it to be sitting at 2 millimeters high. There we go. And some resizing. And it looks good. You're just going to select it. And no, I still haven't got it in the right spot there. Okay, we're going to press Control D to duplicate it and then move the replicated one down and inset it there. So it should be sitting at 1 millimeter high. There we go. And change that into a hole. Go around to the other side. Move this one up so that it's sitting at a -2 millimeters. There we go. Now come back. All right. And we're going to change this one into a hole as well. And go back up to the other side. And click and drag. Group objects. There we go. Okay, everything looks good. Let's change our color to the gray. Alright, so we're going to import our special thing now. So we're going to go over the import things, select the choose file, and then get our Game of Thrones file that we took from Photoshop. And we're going to open that. Okay, we're going to just say 10% of original size and import. And there it is. We're just going to move it over here and make sure it's sitting upright. Okay. And we just need to change the orientation, obviously. So if you just grab these arrows, you can move it around. We're going to go to 90 degrees and just go down and check, make sure that's right. There we go. And move it around. And I realize this is not the orientation that we want for this logo, so we're just going to flip it over by grabbing the arrow and moving it over 180 degrees. There we go. All right, and we're just going to move it into the desired position. There we go. And let's just check how far up it is. Too far. So we're going to move it down so that it's sitting at 1 millimeter above the surface, and then it will be right above the inset. There we go. Let's center it. And Control D to duplicate and move it down to the other side. Do the same thing there on the bottom. Now come back. Come on. There we go. So this should be at, again, -1 millimeter. Okay, I'm going to go back up to the top and just click and drag and group objects again. And change the color. All right, it's looking pretty good. So I decided I wanted to add some initials, so we just went over to the letters menu on the right hand side there and selected them. And we're just gonna move those down to the right. Ooh, height. There we go. So we want these to be at the 2 millimeter orientation so that it's flush with our original object, and we're just going to resize them and move them around a little bit. Okay, so I just added a J for my middle name and moved them over into the corner, and we're going to drag and select and group again so everything is all one object now, and we should be good to go. We're going to go up to the design menu and select download for 3D printing and just select STL file. There we go, and you can see it's going to download in the corner there.